Hello, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are in the world. And this is pick a number, pick a card for today. So pick a number one, two, or three. All right, I'm going to start with number ones. So just give them a quick shuffle. I'm using the Ancient Egyptian deck, and I will leave the link below if you want to see some more of this deck. Okay, so for those of you who chose number one, we have the King of Cups. Okay, so this is quite a nice person, usually. This is somebody who is in control of their feelings, somebody who can let you know what they think of a situation. You can see the waterfall at the back. The water is the emotions, and in fact, the horse is standing in the water as well, as you can just see there. And it's a bit offside, isn't it? Just see if I can. Okay, is that better? I think, yeah. So you've got the white horse there as well. White is the colour of purity and innocence as well, as you probably know. So this is somebody who normally has a pure heart. So those of you who've chosen this card, maybe it's describing you. Maybe you're the type of person who can actually tell people how you're feeling. You're not afraid of your feelings. You're not afraid to, as I say, tell people how you think or what you're thinking about a situation or how you feel about it. Maybe it's something that you actually need to get sorted out at the moment, and need to actually have a sit down with someone to discuss things with them. Maybe you are in a situation that you don't particularly like, and you need to actually sit somebody down and say, just look, I don't really like what's going on here. Maybe you put it off for a bit, and now this card is telling you to actually sit down and bring things out in the open. Okay, so for those of you who chose number one, then maybe that's something that you need to look at. Is it something that you need to start sorting out? And look at all those beautiful peacock feathers at the back as well. The peacock is considered a bird of luck, bringing luck by the Hindus. The Greeks had the myth of the peacock with all the eyes. You know, that guy who his eyes went on the peacock, and I can't remember the myth offhand now, but all his eyes went on the peacock so he could see as much as possible. So have a look around you. If there's things that you need changing, number ones, now is the time to do it. Have a look around. Just see what you need to change. Have a sort out. Discuss things with people. If there's things that you've been putting off, stop procrastinating and get things done. Okay, so that's for you, number ones, and I'm keeping it short and sweet because I think it's probably best. So there you go. I'll catch you next week, number ones. Thank you for joining me. Bye bye. Okay, for number twos, then I'll just give them a shuffle. Okay, so for number twos, we have Judgment. Okay, so again, it's not a bad card. Alright, so it just means that you know, if you've been doing something nice, you're going to get credit for it. If you've been doing something nasty or bad, you're not going to get credit for it. You're going to get kick up the ass. But it also means that people are waking up. You can see them rising out of their coffins there. So maybe people around you, number twos, who have maybe not been seeing things very clearly just lately, Maybe you're going to see them waking up. Maybe it's you yourself that's just started to see things clearly. You know, it may not be the situation in the world, it could be a situation in your own family or situation with friends or something going on around you, and maybe you're just waking up to it or just finding out about it. But this here is people starting to open their eyes, starting to have knowledge of something that they weren't aware of, or maybe they had inklings, but they've just suddenly got more information. So you see there as well. I mean, you've got the birds on those coffins. The birds indicate progression and moving forward, but because they're not real birds, they're just pictures on the coffins. This says that these people can't move forward until they've got all of the information, and they're not going to get all of the information until they open their eyes and look. And that's what's happening now. They're opening their eyes. They're getting the information that they've not had beforehand, and now they'll be able to move forward. They'll be able to step out of those coffins and move forward and live better. They're still tied to each other. You can see there. Oh, excuse me, I've got a frog in my throat. Okay, so yeah, you can see there's a rope or string or some kind of tassel wrapped around their arms there, and it's very free. It's not tied to anything. It just means that these people are together. They're standing together, which is nice because when you're standing together with your family, with your friends, it means that you've got support, and that's what's happening there. They're supporting each other. So if you are finding out about a situation at the moment, you know, even if it's something that isn't to your liking, you've got support, you've got somebody at your back, somebody protecting you and helping you out. And so that's nice to know, isn't it? Number two is you've got support there. You've got so have faith because you've got God there, or the Egyptian equivalent. And that's where a lot of it came from, anyway. The Egyptians. So look to divinity, look to source. Remember that God created. God did not destroy. God was the creator. It tells you that right at the beginning of the Bible. And we all know that the Bible's been changed so many times, but one thing is certain, that God created. Otherwise, we wouldn't be here, would we? And so, there you go. So remember that. That is, and just look to that creation, look to that source of all things. Okay, for help, for guidance, more than anything. And that knowledge is coming to you so you can move forward. Okay, so that's for you guys who chose number two. Hope you like that. Let me know in the comments below what you thought. So I'll catch you next week, number twos, and I'm just going to move on to number threes. Okay, so number threes. I wonder what would happen if I ever picked the same card out. Be interesting, wouldn't it? Right, so number threes, let's pick a card for you. What have we got? Seven of Wands. Alright, so are you guys having quarrels with people, or are people picking quarrels with you? You seem to be trying to defend your position at the moment, number threes. So it looks like there are people who are quite strong who are trying to maybe force you off the cliff, like that guy's trying to force that woman off the cliff. It could also be the other way around, couldn't it? She could have been trying to force him off the cliff, and maybe he's managed to turn it around. You never know. Now you see the cat in the background. The cat is intuition. Whenever you see a cat in the cards, it indicates intuition. So That's telling you, because that cat's in the background now, you're not listening to your intuition, number threes. Alright, so your intuition can help you if you're having quarrels, if you're having fights with people, if you feel like you're being forced, manipulated, coerced into doing something against your will. Use your intuition. Right, so try meditation, try sitting somewhere and just going into your own mind, just letting your mind run freely, maybe, and you may get some answers. She's wearing an orange dress as well. Orange is vibrant. Now, orange is a mixture of red and yellow. Red is activity, it's also quarrels and passion and anger, so it could be quite an aggressive colour. But then when you put yellow with it, yellow is the sunshine, it's very warm and vibrant, so it turns the red into orange, it warms it up, it softens it. And orange is also a colour of friendship and warm. So when we're looking at these two people, they could be quarrelling, but are they really quarrelling? Is there something else going on there that maybe they don't want to express? Maybe it's something that they do actually agree with each other but don't want to say anything. They're standing their ground because they're stubborn, maybe, and they don't want to move. I mean, if you look here, he's got 1 foot forward, 1 foot back. So is she. 1 foot forward, 1 foot back. Almost like the dancing. So is this a couple, maybe, just having a bit of a tiff in their love affair? You know, does he look like he's really going to push her off the top? Maybe not, because he doesn't seem, his arm seems outstretched, but that arm is bent. So it's almost like he's holding her back rather than trying to push her off. Okay, so maybe there are things that you're not looking clearly at, number three. So if you are in disagreement with somebody at the moment, just have a look at where they're coming from as well. And you know, you don't have to necessarily change your opinion. You may do. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying look at their side as well, because you may actually have an understanding then of where they're coming from. When you have an understanding of something, it's a lot easier to make your ground. It's a lot easier to stand your ground and make progression. You can't move forward if you haven't got information. Right? And when you've got information, you need to understand it, and then you can start moving forward. So maybe it's just literally is a case of looking at somebody else's perspective just to see and understand where they're coming from, and that will help you yourself move forward. And as I say, with this particular card, things are not always what they seem, so you need to just remember that as well. Okay, so let me know what you think in the comments section below, number threes, and I hope you like that. Click subscribe, click like. Join me next time. I'll catch you in a week's time for some more cards. Okay, so take care. Bye bye.